Hey pals. Welcome to It Is 2 days before Thanksgiving, and Aunt Evie is going to try her best to make as many turkeys as possible before Thanksgiving happens. So, some of these are based on ideas I have seen on the internet, or ideas that have been sent to me by Auntie Rachel for Christmas decorations, in the case of one of them specifically. And some of them are just going to be me winging stuff, and assuming that it probably will look like a turkey. My goal is to get one done, and then we'll see if I can get more after that. I have ideas. Rachel sent me a video of somebody who made a snowflake out of toilet paper tubes. And they cut a shape into them and then glued them all together, and then they spread open into a snowflake. Well, I'm only gonna do about half of that, and I'm gonna use, instead of making mine a snowflake, mine is gonna be a turkey tail. And then I have this little gem right here from my cardboard hoard from Ribbon. And then for the head, not really sure if it's gonna work size-wise, but this is candidate number 1. Do turkeys have combs? You know the thing on top of a chicken's head that's all spiky? That's called a comb. Do turkeys have those? I know they've got a wattle, but do they have a comb? I don't know. I don't plan on putting a comb on mine because I don't think turkeys have combs. I'm gonna find myself a pair of scissors and get cracking here. People who did it on the internet had a template. I don't have a template. I'm just gonna wing it. I'm also just going based off my memory of what their thing looked like, so I might be doing this wrong. Don't know, don't care. This was essentially what their template looked like in my memory, and then it comes out to look like this. Yeah, that looks like a turkey feather, sure. Just gonna trace it on there because I could try to hold it in place and cut at the same time, but that sounds infuriating. I'm not gonna give myself high blood pressure if I don't have to. Ooh, my posture sucks. What are the chances that when I paint this later, it's not gonna warble? Yeah, I thought so too. Now the next thing, ow! I didn't touch the tip of my hot glue gun. For the record, I just want to make it clear that I did not do that. I did touch the sides of this part right up here. It's definitely hot enough. Gonna work? The trigger is working. All right, this is what the internet did. They glued them together. So that's what I will do. I will glue them together. Okay. Moment of truth. Do you think she's gonna work? I think she's gonna work. I have high hopes. Ooh, she looks great. Okay, she's gonna be a very excellent turkey. Not sure exactly what their gluing method for the center here was, but I'm just gonna glob a lot of this on there. I stopped myself from swearing. That was not even the word I was gonna use there. I was gonna use the word I would use if I were not making this for you guys to see. I have a turkey tail. Okay. I'm very excited right now. Now the question is this the right size? You cannot block that off. You need to be half the size that you are. Well, crap. Okay, well. Moving on. What about you? Is that a good turkey body proportion? How about you? You make a good turkey body? You can make a sitting up turkey. What do you think about that? Be a sitting up turkey? Now I don't have a turkey head. I'll figure it out. So you're going on. Oh, this is a dangerous friggin' game here. Why? Because this is the world's cheapest plastic. You couldn't see what I just did. I just glued this on here. There. Ah! No! Get back on! Now you can see what I did. Because I jumped the gun, and then I had it set on the table so that I could make sure that the bottom of this didn't stick down further than the rest of it. Like this. Now we wait. I still have to think about a head. Is that a good size for a turkey head? What size are you compared to this? I mean, you're awfully small. I want a chonker turkey head than that. How about this? That's not bad. Ready for this? All right, nice. It's propped up. Okay, so here is what I pulled out for the neck. Turkey neck sticking up like that. What do you think about for this for the head? Think it's the right size of a head? I think it's a little too big. But I think this guy is too small. Do I want a round head? And a round head's not the worst thing. Do I have a chunkier one of these? You're chunkier. And part of the problem is just that the neck was too narrow. Chunk. Is the neck too long? Turkeys have long necks, don't they? How about this for a neck and this for a head? Okay. I do like that better. I bet one of you guys will make a very excellent turkey beak. This is a piece of my cut off scraps. I just pulled a chunk off. And I'm going to go ahead and roll it. It needs to not be a tube turkey beak. I want it to be a cone turkey beak. Turkey beak cone, like turkey bacon. Listen, you have to be here for my terrible, terrible puns. What other reason would you be here? There you go. That look like a beak. Ooh, you can see the hot glue string sticking off. Great. Sure. I'm gonna glob some hot glue in there. Get some hot glue on this little guy. Just stick her in there. There he is so far. It looks more like a crow. You want your head tipped forward? Head straight up? Let's see how she looks on the thing. What do you think? Head straight up. Stop it. Head straight up. Head tipped forward. I think head tipped forward looks more like a turkey, but it also looks a little bit dumb. Head tipped forward. We're doing it. I feel like it's more turkey-like. I never picture a turkey with its head straight up. I just feel like that's weird. Do I make the wings out of felt or something else? I do have this whole entire piece of red felt here. And only a little bit of it needs to be used for the wattle. Make you some wings out of it too. Here it is. Now I'm going to use it to chop out another piece of this. One big blobble. One little blobble. Like this. Right? That's what a wattle looks like, isn't it? That's what I'm picturing, so it is now. And then it kind of like drapes over the side of their nose. He looks excellent. Look at him. That's apparently the sound that a turkey makes. Okay, great. Turkey sounds. Now, putting on the wings. There she is. Probably a he. But you know what? I don't actually care. It's a turkey. It doesn't care either. Next thing I want to do is put on his little turkey feet, maybe? This was what I initially got out to be my turkey legs. They look sad and pathetic. I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Where do turkey legs sit? I don't, like, what? How does a turkey leg work on a turkey body? What am I doing? Not like that. Out, in, up. You know what? He's not getting turkey legs. I don't feel like figuring it out, so he's not getting them. Okay. How is this feeling? Pretty solid. Great. I think I can unplug my hot glue gun now. Our next order of business is paint. Which means I need something to glob some paint in and on. And I also want something to put underneath this while I paint so that I'm not just painting the top of my table. We're going to use this little boo plate that was on my desk for reasons yet unknown. Ooh, bubble. That was mostly bubble. It looked like a blob of paint. It was just bubble. I don't know how far this is going to go, so I'm just going to start off with a little bit of paint and a bit of confidence. Let's do this. This is not going to stay on there. Oh, that's right. I was going to gesso it. I'm not going to gesso it. I am going to paint this red felt, which is not usually something I do, but you know what? People do it. Why not? And it's not even that bad of a color match to those wooden beads, so I'm not even going to paint them unless they start to bother me later because they have wood grain on them, which they might do, but I'll deal with that when the time comes. I'm going to do some whimsical colors on it because colors are fun, and there should be whimsical colors on my turkey feathers. Ooh, that Easter egg turkey is going to need several more coats. I do have to wait for it because I didn't sand it or anything, so I have to wait for it to dry all the way before I paint over the top of it, or it's just going to pick up the old paint. That'll be fun. Just having to be patient. I want to be doing something while I'm crafting, and if I'm just sitting there waiting for like stuff to dry, then I get like the you should be doing something anxiety. I can already tell it's going to look great. I can't actually for sure know that, but I've got a pretty good idea of what it's going to look like, and I think it's going to look really good. And also, again, I should make more turkey decorations. This is like significantly more substantial than I was expecting. When I first envisioned this, I was picturing these toilet paper tubes to be like half the diameter that they actually are. I'm not complaining. This is excellent, but I just, full honesty, this is a chunk, and I was not expecting a chunk. Glob it on. Nom, nom, nom. That was the sound of the felt eating up my glue, my paint. Base coat, done. Looking great. I need a base coat on its beak at some point, but I will deal with that when the time comes. Let's get out some autumnal colors. I have to have a red. Do you have a red? I have a red. Okay. Well, I have a burgundy. Burgundy's fine. What other colors do I have? Ooh, I have gold. Sure, we can use a little gold on there. I have another brown, but it's currently propping up part of my phone, so let's just swap that out with this gray. Great. Lighter brown. I'm going to paint some on the insides of these feathers. I think I'm going to do yellow and orange on the inside, and then I'll do some red, some light brown, and some gold stripies on the feathers. That sound? Why am I asking you? I think that sounds good, and that's what I'm going to do. Get ready for some colors in here. Orange. All right. Orange, you ready for some football? Oh, picking up a little bit of brown from the top. Guess who's gonna paint with it anyway? That's right. Me. Oh, that's a big old chunk of brown. We're just gonna paint that down to the bottom and pretend it doesn't exist. You can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just painting the inside of this because that way when you look through the front of it, you'll see a color. I'm gonna do every other because I love a pattern. There's no stopping me with the patterns. Even when I try not to go for a pattern, I do a pattern. So I'm just not even going to pretend. This is going to be a challenge when we get to a certain point because I'm going to run out of places to hold this. I was not planning to paint on the beak with this brush, but I already have orange on this brush. And I had thought about it, so now I have to do it because I thought about it, and now it is how it's going to happen. Oh my goodness, it's already looking so cute. I'm very excited. 2 more oranges, and then the yellows. Okay. This is the hard part, getting this last little thing in there, but I think I've figured out a way to hold it so that it will work. And here we go. How are you? You're feeling pretty dry over there. I'm just going to hold this from the outside because that brown paint is pretty dry. Ooh, that was a thick glob. Great green globs of greasy, grimy gopher guts. Okay, yes. Looking great. I've got 2 more. I'm excited for Thanksgiving. Okay. Got our base coats on. I can already see white spots inside some of these things, but honestly, I probably won't. Unless they're glaringly obvious from the outside, I don't think I'm going to repaint another coat on the inside of this. On the outside, it might get another coat, but the inside's not going to. I don't want to pour more paint out because that seems like a giant waste of time and paint. So I'm just making do with what I can get out of the cap without having to, like, take the cap off. Okay. Great. It did the trick. Good news. Let's look at this objectively. I mean, yeah, I do need to do another coat of brown paint on the outside. I'm just casually screwing up the inside of this by rubbing paint in places I didn't mean to. So, you know, as one does. Let's get some more brown. Ooh, there came some kind of paint booger. It wasn't a huge one, though. It probably will get painted into my project because I tend to do that. Do I need to put another layer on the bottom that no one's going to see? No. Am I going to do it because it'll bother me if I don't? Yes. We have finished our second coat of the outside brown stuff. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to paint eyes on or if I should go find some googly eyes and just hot glue some googly eyes on there. Thinking probably the googly eyes is a good option. Because boy, do I hate painting on eyes. But we'll find out what I actually feel like doing. I've run out of patience for waiting for this to dry. I'm going to try to make it look a little bit like feathers. Who am I kidding? It's not going to look like feathers. This brush isn't pointy enough. But you know what? That's okay. Okay, that's kind of cute. I decided to give him a tummy instead of just the thing around his neck. Let's see how I want to try to do this. I don't even know where to start, so we're just going to pick a spot. Start putting her on. You can't even see what I'm doing, I don't think. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Just putting some little lighter brown stripies on the tops of these things. I'm turning this as if it's going to help you see what I'm doing. It's not going to help you see what I'm doing at all, but that's okay. Oh, these are going to need more coats, I'm pretty sure, because they're looking awfully light already. Could be partly because I didn't let the actual undercoat paint dry all the way before I started slapping this stuff on here, and nothing muddies up your overcoat like a wet undercoat. So, look, there it is. Can you see where it is? All right, red. Ooh, you're a dark red. I'm going to put you on top of this brown blob. This is mostly dry. Here's how it's looking. Some red on there. Oh, boy. That's like very translucent brown, light brown paint. It's gonna need a helping hand. Should I undercoat this light brown in like this yellow color or something? I'm gonna try it. I don't want to spend 17 years painting coats of light brown on here because it won't get dark enough to be seen. I might also put some of this yellow wherever I'm going to put the gold, which I haven't decided yet. Well, I may have just accidentally decided for myself by making that line way too thick. There she is right now. That looks pretty cute too. Okay, I think I am just going to extend this yellow stripe down further and then just put the gold underneath the light brown. Ooh! Just soaking the paint right out of this felt and taking it off the bulb. Just like I thought was going to happen, except I'm doing it with my fingers by holding it stupidly. It's not even doing it on its own. Holding it by this neck and head does not feel particularly stable. But at least if I hold it here, there's no paint for me to take off. You sit. Okay, I'm not painting the backs of the feathers. I don't feel like it. I don't want to do that. That sounds like a lot of work. Only the fronts. The backs have got a coat of brown on them. They're not white, so it's good enough. And now whether it's dry or not. Here comes the brown. Ooh, that's a much more intense brown now that it's got the yellow underneath it. All right, I'm once again holding it up by the neck, the part that feels very unstable when I do this. But I'm really not sure where else I'm supposed to hold it from. Look at the back. I don't know. Don't touch that. Here it is. It's certainly more intense. Gonna need a few coats to make that opaque. But I do think it was the right choice. Okay, here she is. How's she looking? She's looking great. Okay, excellent. And I'm already tired of waiting. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn this little thing this way. I'm gonna paint me on some eyes. Am I gonna do it with this brush? Apparently. Welcome to eyeballs, friend. It's happening. Ooh, it's not happening well, but it's happening. Boy, you're creepy. I'm gonna use this as a dotting tool to better control my paint. No one said it couldn't be creepy. And where would we be without the fine tradition of attempting to fix your eyeballs and just making them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger? I'm gonna show them to you later. Let you be terrified and surprised. Also, I haven't put the pupils on yet, so they're extra creepy right now. Do turkeys have eye whites? I've never looked at a turkey eyeball up close. I always picture birds with like black beady eyes. But I think if I painted black circles on here, you would not be able to see the eyes. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not my business. I don't think it's any of my business, you guys. I don't think it's my business. Let's get another coat of this on. It's getting sticky. That is one of the hallmarks of this brown paint that I forgot about. Guess I didn't wait long enough and now is picking up her paint. Am I stopping? No. I don't know why someone would think that would cause me to stop painting. All right. Here she is. She's looking excellent. Let's add a little more up here. Nice. Okay. Look at him. Oh, I was not going to show you the soulless turkey eyes, and then I completely forgot. So now you get to see the soulless turkey eyes. They look horrifying. That is called the stuff of nightmares. That for sure rose from the dead and is going to come kill us. So everybody brace yourselves. I do have black paint. I could put an eyeball dot in the middle. Still impatient. Not waiting for this. Once more. Here I come, eyeballs. Yeah, I don't know how to do eyeballs. I don't draw faces if I can avoid it, friends. I'm cleaning up the edges of this white with this black. I'm just making like a black ring around it. It's going to make it look less splotchety, and it doesn't show up that much on the brown. It does show up a little. Could I probably scrape it off? Yeah. I'm not gonna. That sounds like I will try it, and then I will fail, and then I will have to do the white over again. And I don't want to do that, so. Boy. I'm just screwing things up for myself. We're stopping what we're doing. That we're actually going to have to let dry, and then we can come back in with some white and clean up the white of the eye there, because I accidentally put some black dots on it that I didn't mean to put on it, because, once again, I just put in paint where I don't want it, so I don't know what anyone was expecting, but that's what they should have been expecting. Ooh, you're sparkly. Do you think I will forget to hide the eye from you until, oh my goodness, until it's actually time, or do you think I will remember? I think I'll forget and then show you the eyeball before I fixed it. You're going to be the fanciest freaking turkey. I'm going to give you some gold on your chest, so fancy. You are the fanciest of all the gentlemen. Let me get the white, not the black. Good gravy. I covered it up. All right. Still wouldn't say they're great. Does it need eye shinies? There's one. There's two. He's got eye shinies. I think I hate them. Yeah, I hate them. I'm leaving them on, though. Not taking those off. Screw that. There he is. All his turkey goodness. There's his eyes. I feel like he needs bushy eyebrows. Does he need bushy eyebrows? Do you need bushy eyebrows, friend? You need bushy eyebrows. I had a piece of brown yarn over here. Wouldn't brown yarn be perfect bushy eyebrows for him? I'm in here! I found it! First try! Okay. Okay, now, let's... I might regret it, but you know what? It'll be too late. Open defiance of my plans. That's all I'm getting from you. Look how creepy this thing is. Eyebrows. That's what I was doing. I was putting on eyebrows. Getting distracted by other things on my desk. Okay. Hot glue, be ready, please. Thank you. It's not. It did not respond to my pleas. Oh, dare it. Doesn't this look like a creepy sea creature? I keep getting distracted by it. Okay, what were we doing? Eyebrows. Are you? Okay. You're hot gluing now. Great. Just gonna put a little tiny dot in between the eyes for me to put the center on. And then... Oh, he can look cranky. Are you a pissed off turkey? No, you're not a pissed off turkey, but that would be funny. He might still look a little pissed off. But you know what? Not for lack of trying. Oh my goodness, yes. This was the right choice. Just wait till you see how funny this looks. Look at his face. He looks so dumb! Yes! I'm very excited about that. Look at how great he looks. Look at his eyebrows. Hello! I'm an old turkey man. You need like a cane. You're not gonna have a cane. Not this time. Another year maybe. When you're sufficiently old and decrepit. Okay. Yes. This was the right choice. Look at how cute he is. Turkey number 1. I have succeeded. Success. Just need to make another turkey. Set that guy up there, perched precariously, so that when he falls, I will be upset and enraged. Okay. So I just took some of the parts when you disassemble the fake flowers. There's like layers of these. You know that. But yeah, so I'm just going to take these and I'm going to fold them like this and glue down at the bottom down here. Oh, he already tipped over. Just in time for me to have set down a layer of hot glue. But listen, it might prevent me from burning my fingers. We'll take that. There's one. Let's get you on here. Just made a little arch of hot glue on there. Do I think it specifically has to be that shape? I don't know. I've never done this before. There's my 3 layers of turkey butt. And now I need a turkey body. And that will come out of my wooden bead box. How big of a turkey body do I want? Look at this bead. It's ugly. I'm going to actually do a little bit of shaping on this. So when I put this on here, the problem is I want it to curl forward a little bit, but then it like hides, those tuck in too far and hide things. So I'm going to glue them in a more downward position so that they don't do that quite so much. Like that. And then I think when I set this bead in here, it should curl forward and not obscure the bead quite as badly. I haven't for sure settled on this bead. I'm not super liking that with that color because it kind of disappears. That's not really what I want. Oh my goodness, you're going to look like a snowman. You want to build a snowman? Just We're doing it. It's happening. My snowman turkey is going to be the stuff of my dreams. Just going to start with one dot of glue on the back of this. Still gets pretty badly obscured. Is it giving turkey? I think it's giving turkey. Just going to do a little trimming of this bottom bit. So I think it's what's preventing this from sitting. And I will also, I think, have to do a little more controlling of these further back guys, but that's okay. You, madam, are a part of the problem. Okay. It's giving turkey. I like it. Okay, great. Do I think that the outside feathers could use a little trimming? Try not to do too even of a cut, because if you do an even cut, it doesn't look like it matches the rest of it. Yes, yes, this trimming was a good choice. There. He's looking cute. I feel like he needs something. I'm not sure what it is. He probably needs a tiny little turkey waddle, but not in red. I found a piece of greenery. My foliage box is open on the side over there, which is not usually the case. Usually I keep it very, very closed. I am trying to carve a turkey waddle out of this guy, and it is proceeding. You know what I need? I need a tiny orange bead. Where are my tiny beads? I don't think that they're in this particular thing. So I may just need to try another option called one of these little styrofoam ball things. Yep, you're going to be this. This is going to fix my problem. It's going to be cute. This was the thing it needed. It needed a beak, and it's going to need a waddle. I just got to get the waddle in there before the glue dries. Oh my goodness, this is the cutest freaking thing I've ever made. Yes! Screw my last turkey. Look at this guy. Oh, he's so cute! Look at his face! Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, 100% worth it. That was great. I'm very happy. And he stands up on his own. Oh my goodness, yes. This was the best choice I've made today. Okay, okay. I enjoyed that. So it's time for us to make more turkeys. I need to do a little hot gluing of these green guys. Listen, if you thought I was going to stop at one of those turkeys, you were like me. Nope. Who was I fooling? Apparently myself. This is a great idea. I take full credit for it. I'm sure other people have done this. But you know what? I haven't seen them do it, so I don't care. Great. You're going on the back of this. Right. Ooh, this one's going to be a littler guy. Oh, no, 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 no. Not what I meant to do. That was what I meant to do. Great. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little more traffic control with this guy. Here's this one. That guy was orange with a white body. This guy is going to be green. Now we have options. How do you feel about yellow? Not terrible, but I'm not super jazzed about it. You blend in a lot. I don't want you to blend in. The pinhead turkey. Dig and dig and diggity dig. Hey, look, a piece of lace. Look at this fun bead. I think it's hand painted. Do you want to be a turkey body, friend? You might want to be a turkey body. You are turkey body. What color of a noggin should I be giving you? Probably that light brown color. Do I have beads in that light brown color? These are fancy Auntie Joni beads that she got from Finland. Yeah. That's the vibe. That's what we're doing. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness, yes. Let's put a little hot glue on your bead butt. Get you stuck to your feather butt. Oh yes. This is a good choice. Just doing all 3 of the side glues at the same time. Because I am efficient like that. I know from the last one that it's a thing I need to do. I did not know when I did the last one that it was a thing I needed to do, or I would have done it then too. So the beak seems to be kind of matching the butt color. And I have some green ones of these. Do I want to do a green beak, or is it not going to show up? I don't think a green beak will show up on here. I'm going to do this dark red color. Oh, I did not pre-prepare a wattle. Well, the beak's going on anyway. I'll come back in with the wattle later. Oh my God, he looks like a clown nose. Yes, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. And you, because I have little bits of this here, are getting an orange wattle. I do think these are going to be the only 2 of these I make right now, but I do not regret it in any way, shape, or form. This is a very good decision on my part. I'm very excited. These guys look amazing, and I am now obsessed with making these little things. I gotta fiddle his butt ruffle. Great. Wait till you see him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at how cute they are. They're little pals. They're little turkey pals. Look at them. I'm so happy. Oh, yes. Okay. So those I've made those 2. And here is the big turkey. 3 turkeys. And I can make more if I want to. That might be one of my projects that I do on Thanksgiving.